Kalari, I'm beginning to believe that more often than not. Like, I never thought we would come to a day and age where panhandling would be done remotely, but here we are. Here we are. Uh, it's and like some of them don't appear as bad as others. I think it's mostly the ones that you can tell have some kind of underlying addiction somewhere that kind of pull at your heartstrings because addiction is fueling it, but then also like where's their support system? And this, I know not everybody has a support system, but it's sad to see people drag their families and children into the mix, and more often than not that's what's happening. They're either pandering to people that they need help with their children, but this isn't actually going towards helping their children, it's going to fueling their addictions. It's sad. It's just, I mean, and I would say like Twitter isn't any better, or any social media for that matter. There's always going to be some reflection of the same thing going on. It's sad all around. It's just very sad. It's the time we live in right now, and it's just sad. But I thought we would go over some of Lisa Richards. I'm definitely not touching on Shani. Shani has a whole lore of her own, and that's a whole heap of mess I'm not even ready for at this moment, remotely. So we're going to stick with Lisa Richards for a brief minute, and then I'm going to go on to a few other people that I have found on TikTok. They're not I wouldn't say they're as controversial as Lisa, because Lisa has children brought into it, and of course the addictions there, but I think others are just lazy um and entitled to scamming people out of money for their own benefit without having to do any of the work, a hard day's work. Not that you need to do a hard day's work to earn a living, but like actually earning what they're getting instead of just telling people like they need the money for X, Y, and Z, or to be able to pay their bills, or they're going to be out on their ass. It's like, how many people are in the same situation and are not pandering to people online? But we'll go over that later. For right now,
I don't ever ask for anything else.
Ooh, very loud and very fast. I wasn't expecting that. So let me switch screens for a moment. And let me turn the volume down on this.
Unless I really need it.
And it looks like they have this way up on playback speed. So let me turn it down a little.
A few days until until my food stamps, and then we'll be good to go. I was hoping that some people would send like maybe even $1.
No way.
I already love the edits.
Not this time.
If people send $1 and there's a couple people that send $1, it adds up, Like I said.
That's still way too fast. I'm sorry to whoever edited this. I know it's like you want them to get through the information pretty quickly, but like sometimes it's too fast.
And then I can go and I can.
I'm just not going to be able to salvage that, am I? Well, we'll listen to it at 75 and see
Get
how that goes.
Food. Like I said, I haven't been on here. I haven't asked for anything, even though I have suffered. I have not asked. But Abby's here. She's pregnant. She needs to eat. Jace always needs to eat. I'll starve. I don't give a crap. I do not give a crap. I promise you, I've done it before. I don't care. But Jace needs to, and Abby definitely needs to. And you guys can think what you want about me, but I love my kids, and I would.
Boogie does do that. Hello, tell as it is. Let's see. I was hoping I'd see this lady again. I know I have some videos. I know I have some videos of her, but I don't think it's anything recent just because I haven't caught her on live stream here lately. And which is very weird because uh she does this multiple times a day, but I just never seem to catch her. And also I was like trying to get better from COVID, so like this week it's been a wash. But let's see what else this channel that has some of her live streams has. Yeah, I know Piggy does a lot of her. I don't know what I was trying to spell there. Piggy does a lot of her channels. Why do it like her channel should come up? There we go. Oh, there's two piggies. I know Piggy does a lot of her live streams, but the last one's from like 2 weeks ago. She's mostly been covering, it looks like, Chantal here lately, which I guess Tellez is, yes, Lisa is the one that most often begs for either cigarette money, takeout money, because all they do is order from Uber Eats from different places. I think the last time I covered her, she was trying to get people to send her like $5 for donuts for her daughter, her pregnant daughter, which is wild. Yes, kind of like Shani. I do believe Lisa has had her younger children taken away, and it's like beyond me that her older daughter still stays with her. But Amber also posted a new vlog, and I don't know who, if anybody has went and watched that at all. I don't know if has anybody covered it yet. It doesn't look like it's been covered yet, the newest vlog. But Amber's finally, yeah, her adult daughter. I don't know if Amber is gonna like make it to being under 400 pounds. We're getting in that like mid-range area. She's down to the 480s now. Are we gonna make it to like mid 400s? I don't think she's done it. I don't think she has gotten that small. It's always been progressively like gaining the weight since she's been on this journey. Is Ozempic gonna take her whatever the hell she's on, the semaglutide? Is that gonna take her to below 400? Not when her mom is enabling her, too afraid to tell her to chill out with the big portions. What the hell was even this meal? Just steak? Are we to believe that she's only eating steak now? And then in the next, in one of the next days or whatever the hell of her vlogs, because you never know if it's over the course of a few days or if it's just one consistent day of filming. She goes on to say she's not a meat girly. What the hell do you mean you're not a meat girly? You're eating a fucking meat stick and you're eating steak. How is that not meat? Yeah, Tellez is. Chantal is definitely rounder. Amber is built like a glacier. Chantal is built like a meatball. All I know is when I said on my bike that I don't do weigh-ins for my own sanity and to keep focused. Hold on, I want to go back up and read your comment, Kalari. To keep focused, now both girls are on board with that mentality. Yeah, I think it's more so because they don't want the fucking blowback from being called out on constantly gaining and losing the same amount of weight. And Amber specifically, I know she still weighs herself every day, but she's not sharing her weight with anybody. And even though she says it's for her own sanity, because I definitely believe that she'll choose to overeat if she thinks that she's lost too much weight in a matter of a full day's worth of eating, or if she doesn't think she's eaten enough. We all know that she thinks that she can't have under a certain calorie amount, or she's starving herself. Carnivore diet. Hasn't she done a keto? She tried the keto for a little while. I don't know if she'll go full carnivore. I don't know if that's what's happening here, her going full carnivore finally. I mean, it would make sense in Chantal's instance of going carnivore for her diabetes, but worried about becoming anorexic. That's Amber to a T, worried about becoming anorexic. Both of them really need therapy. I honestly think I was able to figure out better coping ways thanks to therapy. They both do, but Amber is okay with going to a therapist to a certain extent. Like, she's not going to follow whatever they fucking say to work on it unless it's writing in a journal or making vlogs about it to help her cope. But Chantal is like totally defiant against seeing a therapist. I don't know why that is. I think it's because she doesn't want to have to be faced with acknowledging that she is sabotaging herself at like every turn. I honestly am baffled by it. Like, why would you want to tell the internet? You want to tell complete strangers that more often than not do not fucking like you as a person. You want to tell them your problems, but you won't want to tell a stranger that's unbiased and is like eager to help you. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And I don't get why Amber needs doctors to coddle her. The doctor gives me the facts. I prefer it, though I'm a Gen X. I prefer blunt folks. Hey, when I was younger, and I vividly remember this, I was like Amber. I mean, to an extent, I guess I still am. I'm still fat, but not to the extent that I was. And I remember going into a doctor's office, and he was very blunt with my mother. It was when I was younger. Very blunt with my mother, saying, you can have a handful of cashews and eat fish once a day and just be outside the entire day. Do not let them in before like 7:00 at night so that they get some form of exercise, some form of being outdoors. And, my parents did that for us for a good majority of my life. And I think Amber could have benefited from that in her youth, but again, she was in foster care and shit. So she has very backward thinking with food in general, but I think most of it stems from untreated shit from her past that she just refuses to work through. And this whole relationship with her mother is another fucking issue that I have. I feel like they both enable each other. They both pull out the worst in each other. Yeah, for Chantal, it's about control. She needs to have control over her situation. Exactly, Kalari. Exactly. But let's go ahead and get into some of the videos that I saved. We're gonna do, I don't want to do Lily right away. Let's go on to, this is, his screen name's Bipolar Bradley. Yeah, it's very toxic codependence, Amberlynn and her mom. So this is Bipolar Bradley. More often than not, you see him on his TikToks, which I'll pull up after this, because he has a lot of pre-recorded TikTok videos. But but more often than not, he is on live stream in his vehicle because apparently he lives out of his car. He doesn't have a job though. I believe he's collecting some form of disability or something to that magnitude. He lives out of his car, and he's covered, even though it doesn't look like his face wise, he's covered in tattoos and puts on clown makeup. It's very House of a Thousand Corpses almost is the vibe that I get a lot of the times. I don't know if it's intentional or maybe it's the bipolar aspect, but more often than not, he's pandering online to people needing money for food, needing needing money for food, needing money for things to do with him and his child when he gets a visitation, which I think is wild that a man that is living out of his vehicle is getting visitation with his child for more than like a few hours. How are you letting your child stay the night in a car with their father? I don't know. That's just weird to me. This whole aspect of him stresses me out. And you'll see why. Let's go ahead and play some of this and yeah.
Like, oh, bro, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out. What's wild to me is a lot of people are like, oh, bro, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out. Whatever I can do, you know, I can't help you financially, but I'm here. I can help you, whatever. Tons of people say that to me, but then I get on my videos and I look at who viewed my video, and those people didn't like my video. Like, if you're wondering what you could do to help me out, what you could do to greatly help me out, if you can't financially help me out, cool. Like, comment, share, favorite. That's what you need to do. And if you wanna open it up even more, you can send the video to like 100 of your friends. If every single person that views my video does all those interactions with every video, my videos would go viral and I would be able to make money off of TikTok. So that's what you could do for me. Like, comment, share, favorite. Do it. Also, July 20th is my birthday. I've got an Amazon wish list linked in my bio. If anybody would like to get me a gift, it would be greatly appreciated. My birthdays are always a depressing day for me.
Join the fucking club. You're an adult. Birthdays are not going to be a walk in the park anymore. And the fact that he's asking for people to give him something for his birthday, like reminding them months ahead. Mind you, this was filmed at the end of last month. No, beginning of this month, 6/4. This was filmed at the beginning of this month. His birthday is not until July. He's giving you a month to get him something for his birthday. How sweet of him. How sweet. Also, why is he filming from this angle? Trust me, when I tell you this is the better of the angles. More often than not, you are right up his nose. So this is the better of the angles, trust me. Yeah. How generous. How marvelous of you to ask for birthday gifts a month in advance so that your viewers have time to save up that money for you while you sit in your car and do nothing. I love that.
So
Somebody please gift him applications for places to work. He has a vehicle. Obviously, he can get around somewhat in it if he's going and picking up his own food and he's sleeping in it.
Gifts help cheer me up. So anybody that sends a gift, I'll be opening the gifts up live on TikTok on my birthday.
Oh, he's gonna open them up on live for you too. Well, fuck. He's gonna open them for you on live. He's gonna open the gifts that you sent him that you already knew that you got for him. I wonder if he's gonna ask for money to have them wrapped so that he can be surprised.
So
Is that too much?
it's July 20th. I got an Amazon wish list linked. All gifts are appreciated. Thanks, guys. So I'm not gonna be making very many videos this week. My son is off for a week before he starts his summer camp program, so I am home with him all week. So him and I are gonna be doing stuff, going to the water park, going to the pool, hanging out. So I'm not gonna be during the day. I'm not gonna have time to make videos or go live or anything. So I won't be doing that. If anybody would like to help me out financially, though, my Cash App is capital BPD Bradley, my PayPal is Bradley Dark Art, and my Venmo is BPD-Bradley. All donations go towards, well, everything that I just said. Doing stuff with my son, getting gas money, food. I don't get paid until the 3rd, unfortunately, so I don't get paid till next week, which sucks because I need money this week to do stuff. So if anybody wants to help out, it'd be greatly appreciated. So thanks, guys.
What I want to know is, how do you live out of your vehicle? The patience for multiple stuff. I have PayPal. I barely remember the login for. Same. I use two things, like two specific mobile apps for financial stuff. That's it. Like, don't ask me to add anything else. I'm not familiar with it. I don't feel safe with it. But also, like, he's asking for all this stuff and saying that he does receive money monthly. How, living out of your vehicle, are you running through that much money that is supposed to last you the month? You're single man living out of your vehicle. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know he's a big boy and he probably can eat, but like, still, what are you spending that much money on?
I'm not doing well. Mentally, I'm just not. I just keep circling. It's like Groundhog's Day over and over again. I'm living the same spiral, the same fucking vicious cycle of not being able to fucking survive. I live out of my car because I don't make enough to get myself housing. I got on a waiting list for housing and it's like 3 years long. I tried for years to save up to buy a van because I thought it made more sense for me to live mobily because I don't like to be tethered down, but I've never been able to save more than like $100. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. I just feel fucking worthless. So for clarification purposes, when I say that I'm looking for friends and for people,
when he said he would be home with his son, that's the thing. A lot of these TikTokers that pander for money and use their children as like a scapegoat, a lot of them, I think, still have a place to stay technically, but they make it appear like they're homeless. I know Pretty Barbie does the same thing. They have a place to stay. They get money from not unemployment, but like from the government. for their children that they have. They have a partner that I don't know what they do, but they have money, but they still pander to say like, "Oh, stuff's happening with my kids and I can't talk about it or I don't want to talk about it." And it's like y'all just are doing everything but working. Everybody else, who do you think is giving you this money? People that are fucking working, busting their ass, working. Takeout can be very costly. Folks don't calculate how much they pay in delivery or fast food. True. But if you're a single man living out of a vehicle, I would assume that you're eating very cheaply. But that's my naive assumption, that they're eating cheaply so that they have money as a cushion to fall back on should they need it. Again, that's very naive of me to think that everybody would do that. You are a father and an adult, be tethered, it's stable. Yeah.
People to reach out to me, I mostly mean.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets very much so worse in this. I'm gonna rewind it here. And I'm gonna see if I can. Is it the volume okay on this? I'm gonna boost it just in case, because y'all need to listen to this. We'll boost it to a 5 and see where that gets us. E-begging, friend begging, all this energy can be for a job, sir. I don't think at this part he's looking for a friend. If you know what I mean.
For clarification purposes, when I say that I'm looking for friends and for people to reach out to me, I mostly mean females or women. I'm not a big fan of talking to dudes. I've never had a dude therapist, and the one time that they forced me to have a dude therapist, I was extremely uncomfortable. I don't enjoy sharing my problems with men other than on a large platform, but as far as individually talking to people, I don't enjoy talking to men. No offense, I know there's some dudes that are really friendly and try to talk to me, and I'll be casual, but like as far as getting into in-depth conversations or telling you things about how I really feel or certain stuff like that, it just won't happen. I prefer my friends to always be female. That's how I've been my whole life. I don't like men. I don't like having male friends. So, female. So I realize that I am constantly saying that I wish I had friends and I wish people would reach out to me. And the issue is that the right people aren't reaching out to me. See, I have a really hard time having relationships with men, friendships, any sort of anything with another guy. I've never gotten along with men. So when guys reach out to me, most of the time I don't message them back just because I don't like talking to dudes. I don't enjoy, I don't think guys really understand mental health issues. And I just don't enjoy talking to men. I don't trust them. I've never had a relationship with a man, like a father figure or an uncle. Like, I've never had a good male role model. So therefore, I don't like men. So when I'm saying that I'm looking for people, I'm looking for female friends. I like talking to women. I don't like talking to men. So we're gonna do it.
I'm smoking absolutely.
Now I'm not afraid.
Sadie, wait a minute.
All right, so back in
Good Lord, I'm sorry about the volume.
2015 in Dayton, Ohio, there was this like festival con called Epic Con.
Her Majesty. So basically he wants a lady to listen to him talking about his problems all day. Yeah. That's what he wants. And probably more. I have a really icky feeling about this guy. He's intimidated by other men. 100%. 100%. Even though, like, there's been a lot of men in his comment section, like, reaching out to him. I don't know if they're, like, people that also suffer with mental illness and are just reaching out to be nice and being like, hey, you're not alone. There's other men out here that are suffering with similar shit and are trying to be friendly. And he just shuts it down at every chance, and then makes videos like that saying, I just want to clarify, I don't want male friends. I want female friends. Which just screams gross to me. Yes. Trauma dumping with a side of sexual harassment. Yes. Unfortunately, very much yes. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so you guys can't see this very well. I'm gonna go to my filters for a second and turn off. Is it this filter? Yes. All right. So this reads from somebody in his, I believe this is TikTok Messenger. It looks like TikTok Messenger. Saying, you're the biggest bum on this app. You claim disability and milk the hell out of it. You have a child and live in your car. What kind of example are you setting for him? That it's okay to be worthless, that it's okay to leech off society and provide zero purpose for those around you. You're a disgrace, and people like you are what's wrong with this country. The text is very small. Rather than work and be productive, your fat self sits and strikes up that car all day. Being obese isn't a disability. It's called being lazy. Go do something with your life. You're a grown-ass man on a kid's app acting like a 5-year-old. Oh my God. And then he goes on to say, you're right. Changing my entire life now solely based on your message. Thank you and God bless you so much. Like, totally not even acknowledging what was said. He's just like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Just because he doesn't want to fight it. And I think that's a man's account. I think it was a man telling him that. And he's not comfortable around men. He's just not comfortable with men. If it would have been a lady, it probably would have been different. And you're about to get some really
This is a really tough
good
question for me.
views.
Didn't your goddamn mother teach you some goddamn manners? If you don't have anything nice to say, shut your goddamn mouth!
And now we're using lines from 1,000 Corpses.
Like, I tried to turn this account into a meme account where I would share funny mental health memes that I thought were funny, and then my thought was tons of people will comment on them about how funny they are, and then I will be able to create this new friendship with people because we're bonding over the same funny kind of trauma comedy. Like, that's what I thought. But then nobody fucking liked the memes. Like, these were memes that I thought were so funny that I would...
His hair is giving bad Joe Dirtwig. Bad, very bad. Very horribly done Joe Dirtwig. And, oh, it's so bad.
cry laughing, and I would post them and they'd get like 1 like or like no comments, and it like blows my mind that people would see stuff and not comment on it. Like, don't they know that the whole way that you go viral on TikTok is by people interacting with your videos, watching the whole video, commenting on the video, liking the video, sharing the video, favoriting the video, reposting the video? If you did that to every one of my videos, I would go viral. I really would, because that's how the interactions work. But you got, like I'm sick and tired of being alone. I'm sick and tired of doing everything alone and trying to think of everything by myself.
Like, he's just not getting it. Like, it could mean that your content is not hitting with everybody, or it's not hitting with the crowd that you're, because, like, if you're not tagging shit in it that's specific for what you're trying to get out there, who you're trying to get see your message, like, it's going to be a miss, my guy. You have to put in some kind of work. You can't just upload fucking videos and be like, well, I hope it goes viral. it was good to me. No, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't work like that.
So I want a partner. I want somebody to be there for me consistently. That's what I fucking want. I did that my whole life for people. I was there for them. I was consistent. That's all I want right now is somebody to.
He's lazy clout chasing. He's lazy trying to find a hookup or a companion, a girlfriend. We can't even be bothered to do anything about our situation to get us out of fucking living in a car. I mean, granted, the car, at least from this perspective, looks clean at least. I don't know if that's saying much. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit for that.
To be fucking consistent. I'm fucking sick and tired of fair weather friends and people just saying, yeah, you can reach out and talk to me, and then I reach out and talk to them, and then they don't respond because they don't know what to say because what I say to them is overwhelming. Well, it's overwhelming in my god.
Sorry. I feel like I can smell him from here, and I can't imagine who would partner with him. Oh, God. He wants everything to come to him. Exactly. Honestly, you may be onto something there, Her Majesty. Maybe that's why he does the roof angle, because the roof is the cleanest thing in his car. I've seen a lot of dirty vehicles in my time from the male persuasion. A lot of rough looking vehicles not taken very well care of. And I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt, being like, oh, well, at least the roof's clean. Like, it doesn't seem all that bad. And it's intact. The vehicle looks, at least from the roof, well taken care of. It's not a beater. Kalari, oh my god, I bet he trauma dumps the moment someone talks to him. I only caught one of his live streams, and it was him sitting outside in the dark, and like his chat is fucking ruthless. I don't think he has any moderators, but like the chat is fucking ruthless, calling him lazy, like calling him a scammer and all this other stuff. Sorry about that. But like calling him lazy and a scammer and all this stuff. And he's just sitting there staring blankly into the camera, and I'm just like, man, he's got balls. I wouldn't be able to do that, sitting there taking all of that shit from those people, but also I'm not going to be on there begging for fucking money to go and take my kid out somewhere because I have visitation of my child and I'm living out of my car. I don't know what he would expect sitting in a car e-begging, talking about needing women. Nah, sir, you need therapy and a diet. Yeah. The no shame. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me, but like I see a lot of people on TikTok taking advantage of the fact that they do not have an ounce of shame.
Goddamn head, and I can't get away from it. People are fucking privileged because you can just ignore me when I message you. I can't ignore my fucking brain. So I just get to fucking suffer while everybody else just gets to live their lives and not worry about me, because who the fuck cares about Bradley? Fucking no one. For 3 weeks now, I've been asking for people that I want a creative writing partner. I want somebody to brainstorm ideas with so I can try to come up with some sort of act. I've been asking for weeks for brainstorming partners. There's not a single person on all of fucking TikTok, of all of the people that follow me, there's not a single creative person that wants to help me create something by brainstorming. Not a single person? None? Why do you guys even follow me if you're not on the same wavelength as me? I don't understand how you could follow somebody who's into the creative realm but you're not creative. Like, I don't get that. It doesn't make, like, there's no other creative people.
J-O-B. Nicole. Exactly. Brainstorm your own stuff. I love how he's bitching about people being uncreative, following him and not giving him ideas on shit. And it's like, help me brainstorm this. Dude, brainstorm your own shit. And I 100% think that he wants a female to brainstorm with, not a male. Yeah. Now he wants someone to write out something for him. I'll write something out for him. Job applications.
On TikTok. Back before I had my mental break, I was there for all of my old friends. Like, they could call me and say something was wrong, and I would drop everything I was doing to go and help them or be with them or hang out with them or try to cheer them up and make them feel better. Like, I went out of my way every single time before I had my mental break. And then when I had my mental break, none of my friends were there for me. They all walked away because I was too difficult to deal with. Meanwhile, they thought I was difficult. Well, I also thought I was difficult, and I couldn't just run away like you did. I had to stay and fucking deal with it alone because I didn't have any goddamn friends because they walked away. Like, all I want is a real goddamn friend. Like, a real friend that knows that I'm struggling and that I've been struggling and that I need consistent help.
He's here for all of his friends unless they're male, exactly. Valari. Now my husband and I do collaborative on our sci-fi stuff, but he will tell anyone who asks that I do 90% of the story work. Yeah, I mean, I am the creative out of my husband and I, but he is the support system. Like, he is the biggest cheerleader in the background. Like, I will learn all of. He wanted to do streaming as a couple, and he wanted to do games. I'm not like super into games. I play here and there. Like, I play a Fallout Shelter, and like I played Sims. And I tried some other like indie games, but I'm not like super into like first person shooters or anything like that. I just can't get into them. And he wanted to find games that we'd be able to play together and live stream together as a couple. Like, he wanted to do that stuff. And like, I learned everything with OBS, everything I've learned with the streaming software. I've taught myself how to do everything. And then I also did his channel as well, did everything from the ground up. And he provides the comedy, I provide the nerdiness of it. I provide like getting everything in order. I would watch a Sims live stream. I don't think I've live streamed Sims yet. I did live stream some of the Fallout Shelter. It's been almost a month ago, so the VOD's probably not on my Twitch anymore. I play Destiny 2. I shoot things to Cyndi Lauper music. Hubby's used to it but thinks I'm crazy. I do want to play the new Killer Clowns game that's out. I'm a big Killer Clowns fan. I have all of their masks in my bedroom above my bed. I'm a huge 80s silly scary movie fan. And Killer Clowns is up there with one of my favorites. And I saw that game come out, and it's kind of like Dead by Daylight-ish. And I was like, I'll give that one a try. It's not like my usual kind of gameplay, but I really want to play it so bad just because I want to be the clowns. I want to turn people into cotton candy. He's for it. He's for me getting into different games.
Need people to reach out to every day on a day-to-day basis to talk to every single day.
I need a woman to be available 24/7 anytime I need to talk about my shit. I don't care about hers, but I want her to be there so that I can talk about my shit. Because my shit is what matters. He does sound so emotionally draining. My main games are MMOs, though I like being spellcasters. Like I said, I haven't gotten into very many of the games. Like Sims is probably the most I've played anything for a while. I got Sims 4 when it first came out, and I bought quite a few of the expansion packs. I'm not gonna lie, I probably spent way too much money on that. But you gotta do an Elden Ring stream. Hey, Liam. That's my husband, everybody. An Elden Ring stream. We'll try it. We'll try it eventually. Maybe we'll do one for a members only live stream. Just so that I don't make a complete ass out of myself.
I literally only have a TikTok because it was my way of making money during the pandemic. That was the whole reason why I created a TikTok. I saw feeling extremely lonely and depressed and worthless. I don't know what else to do. I don't have a support system. I don't have friends. I'm stuck in my car all the time. I don't have any money. I'm just stuck, and I'm so lonely and depressed, and like there's wrestling on tonight, but watching wrestling depresses me because it makes me think about when I used to wrestle, which is my passion, but I can't do that anymore. And like I want somebody to watch wrestling with so we could talk about it, so maybe I don't.
God, the music. He constantly posts to TikTok. They're like meme posts almost. That reminds me of like Instagram, the short, very loud music and like just quotes, very dramatic emo quotes about just being worthless and, you know, pandering to the people's emotions. And the fact that he's like sitting there, I'm just so lonely. No, bitch, you're bored. You live in your fucking car. All you have is your phone. Like, I get it. What else are you gonna fucking do? But I can tell you what I wouldn't be doing. I would not be making TikTok videos of being like, I'm just so lonely and bored. I really could use a female friend right now. I bet you could, bitch. But you're in your fucking vehicle. What are you going to offer her in your vehicle? Not going to be worth it. I can tell you that much. Up here we go with the clown stuff.
Good morning. I am aware.
Guys, I wake up every single day, and when I get on TikTok, there's at least 1 or 2 comments of somebody literally just shitting all over me, saying what a worthless piece of shit I am, saying how I'm not worth people to help me, and how much garbage I am, and how I'm a terrible father. Just the most vilest things. Every day. Every single day, I get at least 3 to 5 comments like that every day. Sometimes more. What I want every day is positive comments on my videos. Like, oh, bro, I'm here for you.
Who does that sound like? All I want is positive comments. Yeah, don't we all? He thinks this will seduce a sexy female therapist. Oh, exactly. Kalari, Chantal, and Amber. Sounds exactly like them. Ugh, disgusting. But that last video, he was in a house, so he has somebody that has access to a house and bathing, I guess. Let's see. I think we're gonna do this one. Now, I'm going to preface this.
See, look.
Some kind of background on this video. This was me screen recording on my phone when my phone had like very little battery, as you can see up in the fucking window. I think I had like 5% battery left. But I caught this live stream. I think it was pretty late at night of Emotionally Disturbed. I think her name's Kim. Live streaming, and her birds were going crazy in the background, and I had came in late, so I missed a lot of the the back and forth she was having with her chat, and I'm almost concerned that maybe she is like schizophrenic or something. Like she has some very weird tics about her, like talking to herself. And people have said that she has an aide or something there. There's somebody with her at some parts of her day, but this was late at night, so I wouldn't think anybody was there with her. Yes, she has animals too. She has 2 cats. Somebody paid to have the cats spayed, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm 75% sure. But she got these birds. It's a male and a female. And the male, she has them in a tiny fucking bird cage. And the male is trying to dominate the female, she said. He was attacking the female. And all you heard throughout the entire few seconds that she shared it before she muted the live stream was the birds like squawking, screeching. And then she just got sick of people talking about it. So she muted the live stream and put it on a black screen for a while. But then ended up coming back. So I'll show some of that video too, even though she's not doing very much. She kind of tends to sit there and watch TV more often than not, and then just eats, and then has almost nothing conversation with her chat. And then when people start like asking, or they start spamming her chat with like, you need to do something with your animals, you need to separate them, you need to, yeah, all of this, she gets flustered and threatens. So
Look, he's literally trying to kill her. Look at this.
Yeah, why should I go and get it? Well, I'm not gonna do it.
No, he's dominating her. Look at this. He just threw her across the damn thing.
Hi, sir. Hello,
I'm done. Talk to yourself, for God's sakes. I'm done. I'm done talking to you people right now.
Hello, sir.
Since you fucking know everything, then go talk to yourself then. I'm done. See, look.
but that was, I had to put it under a short because the video wasn't long enough for anything. But this is the remainder of that video that I recorded. And this was after she had that meltdown and shut off the camera.
I really do. I can't take no more. I'm mentally drained right now. I give up. I'm obviously never gonna reach my goal. I can't even just. I can't do this. I'm going to bed, y'all. I know, Broody. I know, Broody. I know.
Yeah, they tend, especially Kim, she tends to pout, or she'll start guilt tripping, like saying, I never get to do anything. You guys always take any enjoyment out of everything, or you guys always know everything. And I got blocked. She blocked me today. I had to go under another account to be able to see a little bit of her live stream from today, but it was like nothing, so I didn't record any of it. But she blocked me. So I can't use the Aren't You Exhausted name for my TikTok anymore to be able to record her content, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is when you go under your actual channel name. But I never said anything bad to her. So I don't know if somebody told her that like I was reacting to her content. I don't even know. I don't think my channel's that big, to be honest, but
All right, y'all. You'll have a good night. Yeah, I tried. So thank you. But enough is enough tonight. I can't do this. I'm gonna end up breaking my phone tonight. I can't.
and another reason why she's saying like this, like I'm gonna end up breaking my phone tonight, is because I think right before this, somebody was spamming her chat with bots, saying, separate your birds, please separate your birds. Either separate your birds or get rid of them. You should give your birds to somebody who can care for them. Please separate your birds. Like it was just about her birds because that's all you could hear for the first part of the live stream was her birds like attacking each other. And I think at this point she put them in another room because you can't really hear them anymore from the live stream like you could before.
Can't do this right now. I really can't. I just want to go lay with Beavis and Bruno, and I got work again tomorrow, and I don't even know. I gotta be mentally prepared for that. So hopefully I can find a pair of clothes that don't fucking smell too horribly bad.
Oh, this is where she was asking for money for laundry so she could go do her laundry. And folks do not like seeing animals in distress or hurting each other. Exactly. So I don't see how she thought it was a good idea to have her birds in the same room if she knew they were attacking each other. Also, how hard is it to separate? Like use some kind of separator to separate two, I think they were cockatiels. I'm not quite sure. But they're on the smaller side for birds. But it wouldn't have taken more than like putting a cardboard piece in between, having one have the upper layer and the other have the other. But someone also said in the chat that she had a smaller cage that she could have put the female in to separate the birds. She just didn't want to. And somebody even suggested, hey, why don't you just put the female in the bathroom and close the door so that she has that space that she can be in and keep the male in the cage so that they're at least separated until you have something else to put the birds in. And she's just like threw a fucking tantrum and then started talking to somebody off camera. And I don't know, she has a tendency to talk to herself a lot. And I don't know if it's to try to cope with situations that she finds too stressful. But it's very concerning sometimes when I see it. I'm like, who the hell is she talking to? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, you too, Trudy.
Hi, Carolyn. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm going to be on for at least another hour. So it's better late than never. And you can always watch the rewind after. But we're not too far in. We're just now on our second person. Probably, but it seems like schizophrenia. I have it. It can get crowded in my head at times. I didn't know that, Kalari. And like I said, it just seems concerning. I'm not like picking on that part of it, but like a lot of the time she gets, and it's always when it's a high stress situation when people are coming for her or the chat starts getting obnoxious, she will start like talking to somebody else. And a lot of the times it's like humor, like she's saying jokes or something, or she's trying to crack almost like middle schooler type jokes. I took good care of my mental health and I don't use the internet to highlight when things get rough. Well, that's good. You are unlike any of the people we talk about. It's sad to see a lot of people with mental health issues exploiting their mental health on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. It's sad to see. Kim has a job outside of this. It's a part-time job. I think she works at Dollar General. I think that's what somebody said. They really add to the stigmas a lot of us face. Yeah. I mean, I have bipolar. It is kind of something that's ran rampant through my family. But I know when things are getting rough, a lot of the times I do have, like, my husband sees my manic, my husband sees everything, and he has really been supportive and helping me through a lot of the really bad times that I've had, the really low times. And it's not something that I share on the internet for any kind of praise, or like, I don't need people telling me, "Oh, you're doing so good for somebody that has this." Am I though? You just don't see the bad. But yeah, exploiting it is it's rough to see people doing that. Like, you have to have some kind of support system, and I feel bad for those that don't. And using the internet to try to be your support system, though, it's a double-edged sword. And doing it on social media, it's really not easy, ladies. Thank you for both sharing with us. Oh, no problem, Her Majesty. Anxiety by Amelia. Me too. My husband has been my lifesaver during my breakdowns. Yeah. Laurie, I channel a lot of my stuff into my work too. It helps being a bit off at times. I channel a lot through my art and also through my commentary. I try not to be overtly harsh. There's times that I just have like no tolerance for stuff that I see, like, and I just am like, you know better, you're old enough to know better, like, why are you doing this stuff? And I don't know, it's just a life experience, I guess, that I'm just no nonsense on some things, and I'm just like, but I try to get it out through humor and through just having conversation on it. Sometimes it's better just to have conversation on it without showing as much bias. And this one's in on
They got
a
so effing
longer.
bad. Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, why you lying, Kim? That's you." And no, it
Anxiety, thank you. I usually miss the streams. Glad to catch one live. I know so many nice people. Oh, I'm glad to have. I think this is the first time I've seen you on, so I'm glad to have you here for the live. We're very laid back here. I'm not like super professional with this. I know a lot of people do live streams in a more organized manner and have much more to talk about, but like, I take it easy. I try to interact with y'all. So far, Willow and Chantal challenge my filter. Both irk me so much. Sorry, I'm going to be muting my mic when I have to cough. I'm still congested, so I don't want to cough into the microphone after you guys. TikTok lives in particular have been so detrimental for the mental health of many. I'm sure it's absolutely bonkers the people you see lose their time on it. Yeah. And then it's not even just like the mental health aspect of it. Like, a lot of people struggle mentally and don't make it a point to panhandle on the internet to people and then take advantage of those people showing kindness. Like, a lot of the people that I cover on here are online chronically. They are online live streaming multiple times a day, asking for handouts, and they get what they need and they thank people, but it's superficially. And then they move on and block people that are asking where this money went to help them out in these situations. Like Kim here has a part-time job and she gets Social Security. So she can only work so many hours on her part-time job because Social Security would cut her off otherwise. But no one takes into account the amount of money that she's given off TikTok. This would also disqualify her for her Social Security. And she doesn't realize she's really playing the short game with this, because if anybody were to notify the county that she lives in about this, it would be an oh shit moment for her. It would be a very oh shit moment. And I don't think it would change much, because I think she would just pander a little bit harder online multiple times a day, and that would be her new pity. It's yeah, she's one report from being in huge trouble. And I don't get her entitlement to this this life, essentially. Like, she gets the apartment that she's in is paid for by the government. The only bills that she has are the utilities that aren't necessarily covered under it. And I think that's what she uses the part-time job for. And then the rest of what she gets from Social Security is for her food through the month. And like, you can food bank if you don't make quite enough to cover your staples that you need. And food banks are great for helping people out with that, instead of having to use people that are also in fucking financial straits and probably helping you out with their last $20, thinking it's out of the goodness of their heart that they're doing it to help somebody out that's in need, that is doing this every day. Her Majesty, you're right. It would just become full-time e-begging if she were to lose her part-time job. I mean, it's full-time at this point. She live streams multiple times a day, asking for different amounts of money for different things. This particular day, it was laundry money, which I don't know where she's going to do her laundry. I'm assuming somebody's going to take her to the laundromat, so she needs gas money. She needs money to put in the machines to do her laundry. And she's going to need laundry detergent and shit to wash her clothes in. I'm just like, I don't even know. Why would you put yourself in that situation to lose your Social Security, your guaranteed money, because you know that you can't work more than what you are doing right now, essentially? I just don't get it.
Is not me. You can clearly look and hear the voice. That is not me. That was not me. Why would I call my own phone? Why would I call my own phone? Like, it got to the point where I literally had to change my phone number because it was getting too effing much. Y'all don't understand the shit that these people, like, they are not all there upstairs. Like, they are... like, man, I just love how they just hide under, like, they take these fake accounts, and they just keeps going on and on and on. Like, man, it's like, man, y'all ain't gotta be sorry. Now you want to act like a victim? Baby, I am the victim. First off, I've been the victim from day one.
Oh shit. So I'm like, if you see me glancing over to my left, It's because I have her chat on this window as well. You guys can't see it in the crop because it'll interfere with my chat on the side here. But somebody said that, oh, you're not a bully, but you told somebody you hope their cancer comes back. That's not being a bully. That's rough. That is Amber Lynn. No sympathy bone rough. That is so shitty. I wouldn't wish my worst enemy to have cancer come back. That's horrible.
What does parasocial mean? It's like it's turning into like a Criminal Minds type of episode. These people are just off. Siri, what does parasocial mean? Siri, what does parasocial relationship mean? Oh Lord. Siri? Siri. What does Siri? Siri.
Lord, woman, at this point just fucking type it in. Like, how are we on that brink of laziness? We can't just type in parasocial relationship definition.
What does parasocial relationship mean?
I found this on the web.
Siri, what does parasocial relationship mean?
Here's what I found.
I need a group home? Oh, okay. I need a group home, huh? Cool. Here, you know what you need? Hold on.
She did not fucking just do that. I haven't watched this yet, mind you. I just screen record and walked away and then got notified when the stream ended on my phone. This is Chantel level fucking atrocities right now. What?
That's what you need. That's what you need. Whew. Oh dear. Whew. Damn. Whew. Shit. Damn. That's exactly what you need. Oh.
Fucking ew. For one. Fucking ew. And for two, ma'am, all that did was make you look like the ass, not them. And you're having to sit there and fucking smell it, not them. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. I am so... What is with these women doing this online? It has to be some fetish. It has to be a fucking fetish, I swear to God.
Oh. Parasocial relationships are one-sided relationships where one person stands emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party, their persona, is completely unaware of the other's existence. Parasocial. Oh my God. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Additional research has found that parasocial relationships can help people low self-esteem feel more confident, become closer to their ideal self. Oh my God, stop it.
Amelia, once you said that, this is Chokes on Dick. This is Miss Chokes on Dick. The no having fucking bra, tits mid fucking stomach, shitting fucking ass on live stream and having to look up what fucking parasocial relationships are. I I can't. I fucking can't. I can't.
It's funny. Oh God.
I also love that she's laughing about the definition of parasocial relationship. I 100% believe that she doesn't understand. Guys, this is
Hi,
amazing.
Leah. How are you? Hey, Henry. Oh man.
We got a Kalari stalker in here.
I love it. Parasocial.
And I
Oh my gosh,
100%
honey,
think she
I'm so
doesn't under-
sorry. You okay? I need to go take a shower. I got sweaty, swamp ass, man. Fuck. Oh God. Why does somebody?
You couldn't fucking strangle that information out of me. I have swamp ass after she just ripped ass a few moments before. Ma'am, you shit yourself. You literally shit yourself. You shit yourself on fucking live stream. I can't. I fucking can't. This is Kim. She goes by Emotionally Disturbed on TikTok. This is too much. If she fucking gets up, I really hope she's wearing dark pants. If she gets up and she's wearing light bottoms, please be wearing bottoms. It looks like she's wearing a muumuu. I just hope that she's wearing bottoms. But if she gets up and she's got a fucking mud stain, I'm done. I'm closing the stream out. I'm sorry, y'all. My gag reflex could not handle that right now. my level of I can't handle that right now. I fucking can't.
They asked me, for my Cash App, and then they just didn't even fucking send anything. Like I was really hoping they would, so I can go do some more laundry. Fuck, I got swamp ass. Don't you hate that with right on the crack of your ass crack? You get like a little sweatiness in there? Ow. Man, I hate that shit. Ooh.
Oh, fuck. Somebody in the comments was like, oh, she's digging. Just fucking stop. We don't need the play-by-play to your fucking swamp ass. Oh, she will definitely need to do laundry after this.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm digging. You want to see it? Here.
Oh. No. No, 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 no. No. No.
Smell.
No.
Smells like ass crack. Doesn't it smell good? You smell what's on my finger.
Gross, man.
Come here, Henry. Alright, well, goodbye.
Your cat don't want nothing to do with that shit. And she wonders why she's banned from that hotline she used to be on all the time. Oh, God. Good Lord. I was about to have a fucking panic attack. I thought that bag that she just pulled out were fucking wet wipes. I don't think I could have survived that if she was just gonna fucking wipe on live stream. Mm-mm. Her Majesty, she actually has 2 cats that live with her. I think they're siblings, but they're fixed. She is beyond gross. The fuck? Someone in her comments said eating after digging. Oh. No.
What? Oh man, I suppose there's a bunch of tears.
All right, I think we're done with Miss Chokes on Dick for the moment. Cuz I don't know how much I can take for her. Let's go on to Mr. Alpha Dom.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in 2.
And I think somebody watched this. Pookie watched this. I do a lot of recording of live content and I post it to the members only so they get to see this content first. Anybody who has signed up for the members portion of my channel. So you guys get to see the full uncut content as far as my recorded live streams of people that I cover on the live streams. We have not seen him before. I have a lot of experience watching him though, especially when was it the H3 podcast that brought him up? One of the podcasts that I watched brought him up and did like a little discussion on him, and I'm just like, oh Christ, what the hell is this? He usually films out of his car. At first I thought he was like another homeless living out of their vehicle, just really douchey guy that was very Andrew Tate coded. If you're all aware, you're aware. But very misogynistic, very predatory with women, gravitating towards wanting younger women. He claims that no one is like in that range of being like a pedo, but some of how he talks about women is very gross. And this is his live stream, basically picking fights with his chat. A lot of people come on and like say that they've saw things about him on Reddit. He's just very cringy. It'll be fun for a little bit.
So easy to be me. just like literally printing money at this point. Printing money and printing ladies. Brittany, hello, how are you? Hola, señorita. Marie, how's it going? King Alpha in the house. I'm gonna pin this because it's King Alpha and Lobster comments get the win. Like, look at this, right? Like, look at this. Look at this comment. I don't even have to look at this. I know if I pin it, if TikTok lets me pin it, there we go. Like, who is dating this? Please let me know. Who's dating this, right? Not a model. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I will get rid of that real quick. Don't worry.
Just letting y'all know, he never actually pins a comment because he can't figure out how to do it in TikTok Live. And also, he never brings up pictures or anything of these people that he's dogging in his comment section that are calling him out. He's literally just being like a bully online to people that are calling him out on his shit. Being like, no one believes that he's this fucking guru when it comes to pulling women. It's very weird. He's so weird. There's just something about him that's weird.
3,000 fucking 194 followers following 3,155. That's crazy. Sorry. Good luck, Shawnee. Somewhere else, because all my girls have way more followers than following, and I have 6 girls. You think there'd be a deep strike on that? I'm a 1% earner, landing 8s and 10s consistently, but much more fit than most. It's not hard. Well, yeah, but do you have six girls? If you don't have 6 girls, man, I don't know what you're talking about. If you can't balance it out. Keep in mind, like, I'm not fucking shitting on guys that actually get
I'm gonna move you
hot
guys
girls. Like, I have
the
a doctor,
chat
a lawyer, a fucking paralegal,
so y'all can see his chat
2
on the
business owners.
side.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
that'll
I'm not
work.
saying that's super hard to get to that point, but having multiple
We don't
all
need to
lined
see
up
him as
together and they
much.
all do things together, that's where it's
But
hard.
I want y'all
Like,
to
people
see
are like,
his chat.
oh, you're teaching all this dating stuff. It's not all that hard. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get people up to that level where they can take the next step. It's not that hard. Can I be your 7th, Kelly?
He's still my heart. He's a keeper.
I'll get serious here, all right? I'm not going to be cocky funny. My issue
Much
with
like I know you're lying.
that
I know
is
you're
I don't
lying.
build attraction with money, and I
That
don't
man's
build
nails.
attraction now with fame.
No.
So if you run into me, if you ever run into my Tinder profile or one of my girls' Tinder profiles, and you see a picture of me, and you're like, "Holy shit, that's fucking Alpha Dom," yes. But you're also gonna go through a vetting test because now I have to vet.
And that haircut is a choice.
Like, I had a girl come over to my house 6 nights ago, and I'm like watching Brat vet her, and I'm like, she knows who I am. Like, I took her aside. I'm like, yeah, she knows who I am. And Brat's like, how do you know? And I'm like, body language.
Kalari. A Mac Daddy. He fucking wish it.
Her vocal tone, the way she keeps looking at me, like. However, I came out. I'm like, do you know who I am? And she's like, yeah, I know you're Alpha Dom. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, we're gonna give you a shot because you were honest. That being said, don't fuck up anywhere in the process. Ugh. Get dinosaur flies down here. Fucking smart. They're basically stink bugs, basically, but that's definitely what feels like. Just flew by my head. Like, look at this, right? Let's pin this real quick. Courtney Brand, are you a model?
I fucking love this fucking comment over here by Cosplay Shenanigans. I'm gonna hold your hand even. I tell you this, you're not a dom. Oh my fucking god. Sometimes I love TikTok chat. Man, some people don't give no fucks about telling you. No fucking fucks about telling you. Oh my god.
Nope. Enjoy your time somewhere else. Go harass some NPC somewhere.
I was at my local Planet Fitness, and look who I ran into.
cosplay. Let's see. Are you a model? Nope. Not even close. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Appreciate it very much. I love when women like try to step to me. I'm like, dude, you do realize I date corn stars, trippers. Like, you do realize I date the best of the best, right? And you're like,
He does know that women can be unattractive and be those roles, right? That doesn't mean the best of the best just because they're quote unquote corn stars and trippers. I've seen some dog ass, unattractive, gross women in those fields. Yeah. This man's watched too much corn, if you know what I mean.
stepping to me while you look like an ironing board. That's not happening. Sorry.
This man has terabytes of OF content on his hard drive. I'm 100% positive. No, he literally means corn and trippers. At first, when I heard him say that, I thought it was just his lisp. I was like, is he trying to say... What is he trying to say there? Is he saying what I think he's trying to say?
Bugs in your house, millionaire though. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in two parts. One, to my patio, I have automated doors. They're not the most reactive. Let's say that, okay? That being said, I don't live in the house that you would think a millionaire would live in. Like, I'm much better. Like, I'm smarter, okay? I much rather invest in assets and liabilities. A house is a liability. If that's the first time you've ever heard that, a house, no matter how fucking appealing it is a liability, okay? Plumbing, fucking electrical, pool, it literally just drains your money, okay? Now, granted, don't get me wrong. I do like certain things, and I do like my infinity pool. Don't get me wrong. I just can't have an infinity pool. I'm not that dumb. I just have a normal pool, okay? But that being said, one day I will. With all my girls just locked in racks. But anyways,
I love that he thinks that that's funny. Oh, I'm just going to have all my girls locked in racks in my mansion. How is that funny? How is that a flex? It's just very cringy. A true dom, alpha, whatever the fuck you want to call it, would not act like this. It's just very cringy and weird. We're in the internet dark ages, influencers, incels, e-beggars, oh my. That's the thing. I think he is part incel, scam artist, and cosplaying as somebody heavily involved within the BDSM community. Normal pool, kiddie pool.
they'll love it. Because that's how they work. Do I own a comb? No, I just own my fingers. Like, I really don't.
We're to believe that you're a millionaire, but you don't own a hairbrush. Checks out. Okay.
I don't care. Smallest bedroom in the house. Fair enough. You have a rainbow by your profile name. That speaks a lot.
Was he just being homophobic there? What the fuck does that mean? You have a rainbow by your profile picture. That speaks volumes. What, that they're gay? What the fuck does that even mean?
Let's see if there's any good.
Oh, I forgot about Elon Musk. Yeah, that's believable. Look at Elon Musk. Oh. He's also very cringy. Maybe this is his cousin or his nephew. I see it.
questions. Hit a blinker. I can't do that with my.
I mean, I could give. He's maybe a miser and hoards all of his money, but he seems broke and yeah, giving off homophobic bigot vibes for real. Yeah. With that comment, I was like, You have a house full of women and they're only screwing you, and we're to believe that they are not doing anything with anything else. Anxiety will have fit in the back of his bicycle.
I don't. Hit a blinker is Section 8 talk for bottom out your garbage tier device. I don't have a garbage tier device. Okay. Do you know what blinker would be like this? Me depleting the entire battery over an hour in about like 40 seconds would be DEFCON. Let's say that. Can you show us your girls? No, you have to actually be able to fit down the path to find it.
This is like a male Chantal. This is a fucking male Chantal. The hookah smoking, even though I think his vaping, the claiming grandeur when it's not actually like that. The person commenting your thoughts on hair transplant. I like how the likes haven't gone past 6 on his video. Oh my god. Men like this make me laugh so hard. I honestly love this.
I mean, technically that would cause a blinker in a Section 8 device. Let's say that. That's right. I forgot I'm on 3. You got 6 lights? I have 8 likes, dude. That's all I care about. So, can anybody be smart enough? Okay, so I'm going to ignore chat unless you're smart enough to ask a god tier dating question to try to throw me off when it comes to dating women. I will wait. You have to entertain me. I'm Alpha Dom. There's billions of people on this planet, and none can match how many women I get. Let's
Millionaires being like the common people talking about Section 8, right? I would like to think that as a millionaire, as somebody that would have access, easy access to infinite amounts of money, I would think he would get a better haircut than that. I'm sorry. And better like shaping of his facial hair, because that chin strap with the Sanchez just isn't working for me. It's not giving alpha, if you know what I mean. I thought all the weirdo red pill guys were calling themselves Sigmas now. I just eye rolled on apparently he's not in favor of Andrew Tate and like the Fresh Fit podcast. Apparently they had a falling out. They don't like each other's content per se. And I think it was more like the Fresh Fit podcast was like, you can't sit at our table. We may have the same viewpoints on women, but you can't sit at our table.
Let's be humble here and learn from Alpha Dom. There we go. That's actually a good question. Why do I want multiple girls? Because I'm poly, okay? So There's something in me that wants to understand the depth.
I hate this fucking argument so much when men are like, why do you want to be with so many women? Because I'm poly. No, you're not. You're not poly. Because if the roles were reversed, you would not let those women be with other men. He only wants them for himself. So that's not poly. That is a man like seeing multiple women and they can't go out and do the same. Mudslicker, this guy seems like the type that would get anxiety calculating the battery electrocution or sharks for an entire day. The way I slow blinked at this nonsense, poly means full relationships for all partners. You just want to be cooch hound, sir. Exactly, Galari. A lot of fucking guys are like this, and then they pander to other fucking young guys that have probably never seen a coochie in their fucking lifetime, and they think this is how you get women. By being assholes to them, by making it seem like you know better than they do about themselves, or belittling them, making them feel stupid so that they want to take, like, that's so fucked. I fucking hate this culture. This specific culture I fucking hate more than anything.
The smartness, the minds, the beauty of the intellectual woman across multiple. One would be diluting my life experience. We only live here for a half a second.
The poly Mudslicker, the poly lifestyle shit. She said that Jade was poly, which I wholeheartedly believe that was probably the issue with their relationship, is that Jade wanted to have multiple relationships with different women, and Amber was like, no, I'm a one person, I can't, I'm too jealous, which I get it. 100% I get it. That is not a lifestyle for everybody, and it's not a lifestyle to take lightly. You have a lot of people's emotions and shit that you're having to deal with and balance because everybody wants to be equal. That's not something I could see Amber doing. Never in a lifetime could I see Amber doing that. And I think that was the downfall of their relationship. And I think that the latest TikTok video that Amber did, I don't know who all's seen it. Actually, I'm going to fucking pull it up. Because I don't care if this gets copyright struck from TikTok, of all places. But
Lester.
we're never going to pause this, though.
I remember. You like Souvenir?
I do want to watch that show, though. It's super up my alley. I love Interview with a Vampire. This video right here. Hold on, Kalari. Let me catch up with Mudslicker really quick. I got the impression Amber briefly flipped and indicated she might. Yeah, I think she did say that she might toy with the idea, but like, there was no way that was going to happen with Amber. The whole toying around that she might go with men as well. Fuck off, Amber. Like, you're just doing it because you thought it would please Jade in that moment by you being open to different sexual shit, but like, stick in your lane, Fingerlin. I only do harems in the mangas I read. I don't have the patience to go past basic monogamy. My husband and I'm bisexual. My husband is straight. We've had poly relationships with other partners before. They're very hard. I will say that it's very hard because at some point somebody is not going to feel like they're getting enough attention. So it's very hard. to manage, and like we haven't worked it out. We've just at this point stopped trying to find partners that are able to deal with that part of life. It's not for everybody. It's really hard to do, and yeah. That gives me Anne Rice beauty trailer. Speaking of Anne Rice, that video that was just up very briefly was Interview with the Vampire, the TV series, and I really want to watch that. I can come across very cold, especially when in creative mode a husband is able to navigate. I don't think I could expect that out of another partner. Too much work, to quote Foodie. It's like I said, it's not for everybody. It is a lot of fucking work. My husband and I had been together a while before we decided to branch out, and it wasn't because we were sick of each other. It's not like nobody was missing out on anything. It was just we were both open to it and had discussion about it. It's been something we talked about, and it just has not worked out. It's very hard to manage. Is it something we plan on doing in the future? Maybe, but like we're not in any big hurry, and it just takes time. It's building another relationship with another person. But yeah, this video right here, we can definitely tell that Amber is not over Jade and kind of feels hurt that Jade was able to move on so quickly after being in a relationship with Amber. Oh my god. But Amber, she's such a catch. Like, what do you mean?
You said you'd never fall in love again because of me. Then you moved on immediately. But I wish you the best. You said you'd never fall in love again because of me. Then you moved on immediately.
Such a bop of a song, but Amber, come on. Get it together, girl. Cowboy Dog, hello. Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, Amber's very booty hurt over, especially being with somebody new. I don't get it. Like, she's supposedly in this nice new relationship with, you know, the new girl, the mysterious Valentine, yet we're thinking about our ex that was able to move on a little too quickly for our liking. What the fuck is that about? Exactly, Kalari. Like, what the fuck? Why are we making thirst content about exes? What the fuck? Cowboy Dog, I'm sorry, but it would be hard for any healthy person in their 20s to be with Amber long term. You ain't lying there. Not lying. It's just like, how could her new partner honestly see that and be like, oh, it's okay. My girlfriend's just reminiscing about her past relationship with an ex and how they moved on quicker than she expected. Bitch, it was like a year. It's been like a year. Wasn't Amber talking to Jade while still with Becky? I believe so. Like, as in, like, still with Becky in a relationship, or they were just still living together? Because they were still living together when Jade and her had started talking. Are ALR's manicures back? Were they in that video? I don't think so. I think her nails are still nubby in that video. But yeah, I don't think technically they were together anymore when she started talking to Jade, but we know how Amber is with moving on. She kind of preps ahead of time when she knows shit's about to hit the fan, as we've seen with like every fucking relationship she's gotten into directly after breaking up with somebody. I'm assuming it's somebody from Instagram or somebody that's watched her in passing on YouTube. Because isn't that how Becky met her? Was through YouTube, just finding her on YouTube and being like, oh, she's bullied. People bully her because she's fat. No, bitch, they bully her because she doesn't make any fucking sense. The way I snorted laughed when she answered that totally from a fan asked me, I removed my nails because I'm lesbian. That to me made no fucking sense. Do you know how many lesbian women have long nails? Manicured long nails? Quite a few. Quite a few. You can have long nails as a lesbian. You just got to keep two short. Honestly, you don't have to keep any short. If you know how to fucking do what you're doing, you don't have to keep any short. That's common dude behavior. Secure the next one before finally breaking ties. Yeah. Kalari truth. Amber, I know I said in my last video upload that I did discussing Amber's Pride event that she went to, how it just is very cringy to me how she behaves, especially when discussing like the LGBTQ shit and pride and being gay. Like, we get it. You're a lesbian. We get it. But do we have to make it so cringy? She gives off baby gay so hard, and I just want to fucking be like, girl, you have been a lesbian your entire fucking life, so to speak. Like, you've been lesbian for a long fucking time. You've liked women for a long fucking time. Why do you act this way? Why do you act brand new to being gay? It is an anomaly. It's not like she's ever hid it online. Yes, we had the intermission where she was telling us that she was double fisting hot dogs at a movie theater, but like, dude, come on. Come on. Sorry to give that visual, but I had to make it food related because it's Amber.
On this planet. This planet's been here for so long. Every single human, their lifespan is half a second comparative to how long the planet has been here and how long it will be here.
Now we're talking about planets.
One woman, in my personal opinion, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the poly person that like hates on monogamous people. I don't.
Cowboy, she must think it's a very unique quirk to be gay. Yeah. Her Majesty, I think it's her way to regain some personality while she doesn't have a side character right now. Unfortunately. Also, I didn't mean for it to come across any type of like rude towards Jordy by saying that her bestie, her new friend that was in the fucking takeout video with her and her mom, that I'm sure she paid for the entire fucking meal for everybody involved. But her new gay male friend that was at the restaurant with them, how to me it sounded like Jordy. Like, I don't know, just the way that the person was speaking sounded like Jordy. I didn't mean for it to come off rude or that like, I don't even know. But to me it sounded like, I was like, oh, she has a friend that sounds exactly like, oh lordy, it's Jordy. Like, the latest Pride video was so cringe. Poor Mama Lynn. Jordy won't mind ALR was trying to be his BFF. I've heard through some other gay channels that she almost comes off like a well-known term for women that associate with only gay men as their male experience. I don't want to use the term because it's very derogatory to me, but Mudslicker, was the male friend the only one who stopped her at the arcade a few months ago asking if she was Amber Lynn? Sounded a dead ringer. I don't know. Now that you said that, I may have to go back and listen to see what they sounded like. It could be. I don't think the outing mom was staged. A part of me doesn't think it was either, but then there's also a part of me that is like, would Amber do that for content? Yes, she would. Without a fucking doubt. And also, I think it was Cowboy even that had commented on the video that I had done and told me, even though I'd just seen it, I literally just saw it on Twitter earlier today, about the fact that, you know, the reason that Mama Lynn was probably with a woman for 5 years was because she was in fucking jail for 5 years. And it gets fucking lonely there. And everybody needs something warm to keep them cozy at night, I guess. Yeah, it was definitely, I don't think it's made up, but the timing with Pride Month is not a coincidence. It was definitely a very, if not rehearsed, a very planned interaction that was going to be happening. And like, if her mom really didn't want it to be in there and really didn't want to talk on it, I feel like she would have said something. Exactly. She told her mom she would delete that part, but kept it in. And like, a part of me is like, would her mom say something, or would her mom try to be as nice as she can, because Amber's fucking footing her takeout bill and her bingo and her, you know, her extracurriculars at this point. Even though Amber swears up and down she's not, bull fucking shit. And you know how I know that she is definitely footing those bills? Because she's done it for every other fucking person in her life. She's did it for Becky. She did it for Becky's friends. She did it with Crystal to an extent, because Crystal's family did foot the bill a lot for her. But once like YouTube money started coming in after their relationship ended, Amber was still sending Crystal shit. Her mom does look uncomfortable at times, and even looks kind of fed up at times with Amber, at least if we're going by the footage from the surveillance camera outside of TJ Maxx that no one has seen, but definitely have seen, right? What I want to see is, why haven't we seen any of those fucking pictures that were taken with Amber at Pride on Twitter yet? Why do we not have any of those? I want to know why. Are people ashamed to share her? I want to see. I want to see the people that willingly took pictures with her at Pride. I just want to see, for research purposes, blur out their faces. I just want to see that it actually happened. Because I think the pictures that were taken were her mom, maybe some drag queens, but not because they knew Amber, just because Amber asked to have her picture taken with them. And the Jordy clone. I don't know. how out of date are her videos too? I never trust Ambi's timelines. I think they're a week behind. I think she said for the Pride video specifically, it was like the 2nd of June. So they're a little over a week behind. What I find funny is that I don't know if any of you watch Quirky Love Rose, Quirky Lover Rose, Quirky Lover Rosie. If any of you guys watch any of Rosie's content, but Rosie had posted a video with a weigh-in of her actually stepping on a scale and weighing in, and she weighs less than Amberlynn now and has been on the weight loss journey far less than Amber has, and has managed to lose more than Amber has in the entirety of her YouTube career, which I thought was fucking laugh worthy. I laughed so fucking hard when I saw that. I was like, this is what happens when you do what you're supposed to fucking do. You'd have lost over 300 pounds by now, Amber, if you would just fucking do what you need to do and get it done. She could have had the weight loss surgery. She could have stuck with Weight Watchers, any of the fucking weight loss gimmicks that she needed. If she would have actually stuck with them. Yeah, I'm still trying to visualize the geometry needed for Amber to collect 2 cats and Twinkie and carry all plus carriers out during a fire drill. I never got that because she's trying to tell us that, oh, it's easy. They listen to her. She never has any trouble with them. That's not the fucking issue people are having. How did you manage to carry 3 carriers out of the fucking house? Or did she not put Twinkie in a carrier and just kept Twink on a leash? Like, how did you manage that and not fucking fall over your fucking ballet flats? You can't even walk and hold your phone and talk at the same time. How are we to expect that you can carry 3 carriers or 2 carriers and a leashed dog down steps in a panic over there being a fire drill? I just don't understand how she thinks that's the illogical thing. Oh, I can do it. You act like it's hard. Bitch, we watched you fall walking, holding your phone. Literally had eyes available, appendages available to see what was coming. Still fucking fell.
Teach a bunch of monogamous clients.
Oh, I actually wanted to show you guys some more very cringy. Why am I going to Twitch? I'm an idiot. TikTok. Because I wanted to show you guys where is she? There she is. So y'all, if you caught my last Chantal couldn't carry BBJ in her carrier. Well, I don't think it's because Chantal couldn't carry BBJ in her carrier. I think it's because Chantal had a manservant, aka Pete's, that could do that for her. It was sheer laziness. And the fact that she didn't give a fuck about that cat at all until it was made a spectacle of that she's an unfit pet parent and she needed to prove it wrong, which she couldn't. She still can't to this day. This is Pretty Barbie. This is where we're going to end it on. Pretty Barbie. And it's just for the comedic value of it because this girl is fucking wild. North Carolina e-beggar, claiming to be homeless, claiming to have her children taken from her and needing help with it back, weird baby daddy issue, having men over randomly on live streams, claiming that they are strangers that she's just having over and needing food and stuff. She's a wild one for sure. And if you catch any of the live streams, a lot of her recorded content here is not her voice on it. She's not talking. She's just usually gyrating. And that's about the extent of it, honestly. But when she live streams, she talks shit on her audience. And if you watched my last live stream, I showcased her a little bit in it, what I caught of one of her live streams I had recorded. But now she's on this fucking health kick with wearing these like sauna outfits. They're meant to make you sweat the weight off as opposed to, I don't know, just fucking working out. Anything but working out. ALR is stuck in the mindset that successful weight loss means no money. I can't imagine tanking my health for YouTube coins. I think it's partially that. And I also think Amber is scared of the amount of loose skin that would occur and doesn't want to go under the knife to have skin removal surgery, honestly, because she's just afraid of surgeries in general. And she's not a pain girly, so she doesn't like pain. And that would be probably one of the most traumatic things that I think she would ever go through as a skin removal if she ever lost the amount of weight. Like if she got to Tammy Slayton level weight loss to where all that skin was hanging on her, I don't think she would do it. I think she would fatten back up to alleviate having to do that. I don't think she'll get past a certain point, like a certain weight. And I don't think she's ever going to reach below 400. If she does, I'll fucking eat my words. I swear to God, I will. I will take it back and I'll be like, you did that shit. But I don't think she has the willpower and the drive to see it through once Ozempic kind of has settled in her system and it's no longer working as efficiently. Her Majesty, the sauna clothes look absolutely disgusting and they will not make someone lose weight whatsoever. That is just crazy. Her legs, this is probably talking about Amber, Mudslicker, her legs would even be that much more out of proportion unless she got the lipedema taken care of. I think at some point, because I believe Tammy also has like lymphedema, lipedema issues with her legs. But I think with compression and things that Amber should be doing anyhow to help the lymphedema, lipedema fluid buildup, the massages and stuff that she should be doing, I think if Amber actually did that, it would look similar to Tammy's. And they would just lipo before they would do a skin removal to get any excessive fat out, because at that point she would be maintaining a weight that is needed to keep that from reoccurring. At least this is how I critically think anyhow. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly, but that's what I would think what would happen. But the sauna outfits, yeah, they're disgusting. It's just sweat. Like you're losing just water weight. As soon as you go to drink anything, you're going to replenish all that water you just lost. You can't sweat out a bad diet. It doesn't work like that. You have to exercise it. Hi Brioche. Yep, we're still live, and you came in on a good note, because we're about to watch some very cringy, very gross Pretty Barbie videos from TikTok, which this will not be monetized at all because I'm not removing this music and it's just going to have to copyright strike me. I'm sorry. I did not realize her kid was in that. I'm probably going to remove that part in the replay just because I don't want to show people's children on my channel.
Hey y'all, so if you don't know, now you know. Your girl
I
started
really
her
should
weight loss journey about a month ago.
I really should make it a point to look over this before I share it, but a lot of the time I don't plan on sharing a lot of her pre-recorded stuff because she doesn't really talk during it.
So, y'all, it's been so hard, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't give up, baby. If you're thinking about getting your body snatched, baby, do it. Listen, this is coming from a 280 pounder, baby. We can do it. I can do it. You can do it, baby. Let's go. I want to show y'all the results of me. I did a little...
Oh, yeah. She's from North Carolina. She's hella Southern. Hella Southern.
Running, walking today. I just want to show y'all how good this little sweat thing makes you sweat. Hold on, y'all. So, yeah. Let me take it off. Okay. Unzip this one. And then pull the shorts down, y'all. Let's see. Oh my God, y'all. Look at all that.
All I can think of, like, the amount of fucking sweat that just dripped down the front of her shorts. How fucking nasty smelly that must be. To be sweating in a fucking sweatsuit all day. Not in North Carolina heat either. Fuck off with that. You're not getting snatched, you're getting dehydrated.
Why she talking crazy about me like I don't do more than my part?
She's another one that goes on and just like begs for hers is a very high dollar money every day. Like she goes on for like $200 to $500 a day. She's weird. These are my favorites, the pimp hats. Oh, but I think that's going to be all for tonight, you guys. I have been on since 7. It's now 9. It's been 2 hours. I still have to eat dinner because I wanted to do this first. Brioche replay gang. Oh yeah, because other people do it, so she should be able to do it. Starving. Sorry, I've got to feed my husband. My kids already ate, but my husband and I have waited until after the stream to eat dinner. Thanks for joining Her Majesty and being a part of the live tonight. Thank you all for coming and having a chill night in with me for my first night back live streaming. I may do another live stream at some point this week. I'm not sure yet because my week's going to be a little bit busy. But if not, it's going to be another Monday night, baby, and I'll be here. She was ranting about seeing e-begging on her For You page, so why are people calling her out? Oh, She's a mess. I liked the part of the live stream I caught. Oh, I think you'll enjoy the parts that you didn't catch too. It was a good time. We saw a lot of interesting things and had a lot of interesting conversations. But that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for taking part in the conversation. It's been fun, and I will see y'all next Monday, if not sooner. Bye.